What's going on, guys? It's saintPiper. saintPiper if you're from the South. I'm out here in nature. It's kind of a gloomy day, but that's all right. It's all right. You know, it's all part of this gift of life. That's my perspective on it. You know, it's not always going to be sunny. And some days it's going to be gloomy. Some days it's going to be rainy. Oh, look at that. The sun came out. You know, I enjoy it all. You know, but that's kind of what I want to touch on today. Because it all works for our good. You know what I'm saying? All things working for our good. That's the perspective we have over here. You got to stay positive. Yeah, I'm hanging out here. But that kind of reminds me and my mom were having a conversation earlier, and we just have these deep conversations. You know, we just have conversations that's deep and broad. And somehow we got on the subject of gentrification. And she had a perspective that's similar to a lot of people who I talk to. They don't like it. They don't like it at all. They don't. It's kind of like, I don't get it. You know, they kind of have this feeling of someone stealing from me. Someone's taking from us, my community. This is our culture. People moving in and, you know, taking land, taking houses, taking jobs. Like, they look at it like, you know, a problem. And I understand that. I definitely understand that. But I have a different outlook. I talk to Yahawah a lot. I talk to my one true creator a lot. You know what I'm saying? And he corrects me and he teaches me. And from that time I spend with him, I start to gain his perspective. The perspective on that is, you got to know, again, patterns and a story. You got to know the story. If you know the beginning, the middle, and the end, then you'll have a different outlook on gentrification. If you read the Bible, you read Revelation, you read different books, you read the book of Enoch, for example. The end times, you don't want to be in the city anyway. And Yahawah called his people, we are the chosen people. If you're watching this video, I don't think a bunch of millions of people might see this. If you're watching this video, then you most likely either know in your heart that you chosen, or you know for a fact from somebody who's giving you a little, you know, hint here or there. The universe talking to you, letting you know something's different about you. Anyway, his people are chosen, and he told them to be holy and to be a light unto the world, for people to see them and for them to change over. Well, to be holy means to be separate. It means to be separate. It means to be attractive. It means to be like God. It means to be like Yahawah, our one true creator. It means to go with the design, not against the design. It means to go with it, going with the flow, grooving with the universe, grooving with nature, right? That's basically what that means. So he is, it might look bad. Gentrification might look bad, right? But he is working for us. All things working for our good. You got to have the right perspective, because the right things could be happening for you. And if you got the wrong perspective, brother or sister, I'm telling you, you'll ruin it for yourself. You got to be positive in the way you think, in the way you feel, in the way you move, in the way you speak, right? So gentrification, getting back to that, right? He's separating us from the wicked world. Cities full of pollution, right? The environment is very important. That's why Yahawah created Eden and put us in it. He didn't create us and didn't put Eden. He created Eden first, perfectly, full of life, no buildings, trees, living animals, right? He told us how to eat, right? To live. Everything was right. It wasn't until we kicked out of Eden that we were sentenced to death. So he changing our environment first. He putting us in places. If we're not in the cities, then where we at? The suburbs. A lot of us want to move to the country. We tired of the gang banging. We tired of just the hustle and bustle. We got sirens. I'm down here in New Orleans right now. You know, it's Mardi Gras. You know what I'm saying? I'm tired of the sirens, the ambulances, people dying and shit. You know what I'm saying? People are literally dying at a parade. And it's looking more like suicide than homicide. So you got mental illness. You got people who don't think like you at all. You got people who don't agree with you. Their lifestyle is not an Israelite lifestyle. It's not a Christian lifestyle. You got all these different things. People are not trying to be their best selves, and you subject to that. You walk outside your house. I mean, I get it. You might have your stone on. You might sage yourself, smudge yourself. You might have, you know, rainbow hematite, obsidian, whatever you need, you know, that you feel like is going to help you. But that's just a supplement. That's just a supplement. God has the actual remedy and the actual cure, and that starts with separation. Gentrification, man. At the end of the days, you know, there are a lot of people out here talking about how 666 and they're going to have the chips in your hand and your head, and you know what I'm saying? I'm not disagreeing with that. I'm actually saying, well, if that's the truth, you would need to be as far away from that as possible, right? Gentrification is a blessing, man. You got to see it that way. You got to want to move away from these people. You don't own them streets anyway. You don't own those streets you were put there. You know what I'm saying? Before these people came here, yeah, they might have been cities and stuff like that the natives had. You know what I'm saying? Our people, but at the same time, they weren't these cities, and there still was nature. You barely got trees. You don't even have trees in your hood. You know what I'm saying? There's more concrete than trees. Plants is barely having enough room. So I'm telling you, man, gentrification is a blessing. That's the overall message of this video. I love y'all, man. I'm just telling y'all the truth. At the end of the day, when they have these wars on this turf, when they have these wars in America, in your city, if they bomb a city, if they bomb New York, they kill 10 million people. You know what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? It's a target. It's a target. Don't fight to be there. They don't understand. In the Bible, is many times where the enemy came against the Israelites, the chosen people, and they actually hurt themselves. That's what they're doing. Don't fight to be with them. Let them, wherever they are, be separate. I'm telling you. All right. At the end of the day, they're gonna, you know, they're gonna try to make it as uncomfortable for you as possible. But it's based on your perspective how you're gonna treat it and if you're gonna survive. I'm telling y'all, gentrification is a blessing. You have to see it that way. Don't fight it. Don't be living with malice. Don't be hating white folk, rich people, whoever is wanting you to get out of there. I'm telling you, don't move like that, people. This is a message from Yahawah. All right, I'm not Yahawah to the full extent. We all are. He's the one true creator, and we all are different expressions of that. But I'm not going to be silent anymore. I've been living with this truth for a long time. My goal is to get out of the city. Get back to nature, man. Live by the design, eat the right foods, plant-based. But you're not doing that to your fullest if you're living in a city. They're helping you out. You just need to know it, and you just need to move in that way. Again, man, I love y'all. I'm going to say a quick prayer. Thank you, Yahawah, for this truth. Father, thank you for the enemy, those who think they're my enemy and they're not. All right? Give me favor with them. Even though they think they hurt me, allow them to help me. Give me favor with strangers. Give everybody who watching this video favor with strangers. Favor with you, one true creator. Favor with Mother Nature. Favor with archangels. Heavenly hoping, positive, hopeful, holy angels. Our ascended masters and our positive, loving, and caring ancestors, Father. And most of all, have us have favor with ourselves. Father, thank you for gentrification. Thank you for love. Thank you for giving us power. I'm telling you, we see it the right way, Father. Thank you, Yahawah. It is done. Love y'all. Be blessed.